Morning guys, welcome back to our channel, hope you are well. So in today's video, we have been working on this 2025 Hymer Grand Canyon. Now, apart from the fact that we've had 3 premium triple audio packages in this week, we're not going to talk about that. This is one of them, and it's now Friday morning, but we have done the Thinkware Q850 front dash camera, and we've also done Wi-Fi. Now, the Wi-Fi was in question marks because of the fact that this particular vehicle, you can't see it because of the awning, but this particular vehicle has the pop top. So the pop top has an extra bed on it, and it means that the actual usable or serviceable part of the roof is probably only 1.5 feet. There's not much on there whatsoever. It's probably easier if you come up and see. Now, yesterday we fitted the 5G compact smart Wi-Fi system for this customer. With Richard's help, we measured several times with various different things using a Sharpie and some masking tape to find the only area that we could possibly fit this antenna, access it from inside the cupboard to put on the wing nut and screw it up, as well as seal it, as then also fit the router inside. So what you can see now is the 5G Compact Smart Pro, the black antenna, all been siliconed in because of the fact we've had to use a foam pad to squish it down, because I'm not sure if the camera's able to see, but we are not perfectly on a flat area whatsoever. This is probably one of the most technical Wi-Fi installs we've done, and we've done an awful lot. And we love a challenge here at Motorhome Retrofits, but when it comes to drilling holes in a roof and water sealing, we need to make sure that what we're doing is absolutely perfect and spot on. So this is in and solid. It's been sealed all the way around the outside, as well as belt and braces, but of course actually the hole in the roof is a 25mm hole, and we silicone all the way round here so no water could get in, but then as extra preventative measures we've gone around the outside. So that's the Wi-Fi antenna in. Now, being careful of their bedding, they're all Achilles bedding. We have then yesterday covered the whole of this with one of our blankets, and we have fitted the router up into this cupboard. Now, this cupboard, as the owner has already confirmed to me, this is his cupboard, so he didn't really mind where it went in there. And I phoned him up yesterday afternoon and I said to the customer, do you want this on show where it's easier to access, or would you prefer it slightly hidden away so that you've got more room for personal belongings? At first he said, I'd rather have it a bit more on show. And then I said, if you want my opinion, if this was my van, because of limited storage space, it's easier to have it tucked away, so that then what I can do is a neater install for the wiring and the cabling, so that when you do access the router, which is not very often because you put a SIM card in it, you connect to it, you've got the passcode and Wi-Fi, SSID and passcode on a sticker anyway. So why do you need to access it? And he said, yeah, okay, fair enough, that's a fair comment. So let's tuck the Wi-Fi unit away completely, and it means that then you can put all belongings in there without in fear of knocking it off. So I'm gonna get Sammy to get the camera in there and get some shots of that. Looks really, really neat. I'm really happy. So end result is customer's gonna be happy. Right, so that my big head is not in the way, Sammy is now up in this top cupboard here, and hopefully with a little bit of torchlight there, you can see exactly what we've done by installing the actual router over into the back or the side of the cupboard there. Just means that the whole cupboard is still functional for clothes and personal belongings, but also still accessible. Obviously we've just been careful because this vehicle has come to us with all bedclothes and stuff on, so it's now just a case of making sure that we cover it all, do our work, hoover it all out, and then make sure that we're good. So this customer is going to collect this morning, and it's going to be absolutely chuffed to bits because we've only discussed this on the phone, what we were doing, but the end result is really, really tidy. So once we've put a SIM card in there, it's an unlocked 5G router, uses the antenna on the roof to draw the signal into the vehicle, and then you can connect multiple devices to the internal router. And the internal router is portable. Not sure why you'd want it to be portable, because as soon as it's portable, it's unplugged from the antenna itself. But if you had run out of mobile phone data, you could pop it into your bag and use that as a hotspot as well. And I think that's the reason why they've done that. So black router, black Wi-Fi on the roof to go with this vehicle, and 5G router inside, done and dusted. Now in this model, we have fitted the Thinkware Q850. It is front facing only because, as you can see, we've got, it would be almost impossible to get a rear camera through along there, in behind the window blinds, to work around the bike rack and the bikes on there. It's just impossible. Plus you've got the length of the cable, you'd have to run it underneath the vehicle, and that's the reason why we only fit the front camera. Now, the Q850 front camera is a fantastic bit of kit. We've been using Thinkware now for over 8 years. We won't use any other brand. They've got great customer support and dealer support and great products. This particular model is really, really refined. This is the 3rd model in the range. They all look the same, but have got better and better and better. And this is a 2K resolution with cloud capability for you to connect to look at the live view, to download recordings and other such stuff. Built-in Wi-Fi as well. I discussed with the customer where we were going to put it. Because of this very large plastic housing or binnacle, if we fitted the camera on the passenger side here, it means that there'd be quite a large blind spot on the driver's side because the lens is here. So the lens is off-center, designed for the European market. So I said to the customer, really, aesthetically, we want this to be absolutely dead center, and so that it looks nice and neat. And what we've done is we've taken the cover off, used a little round file to take the cable up in behind there, so it's uber neat, and that's what we like. It's connected into ground, battery and ignition to give it parking mode. So what we can do is we can open up the app for the dash camera. Most dash cameras come with apps, but what we like about the Thinkware one is that it's actually very easy. You select the camera that you have fitted, Q850. You're going to just follow the commands or questions on the board here, and when you're ready, you're going to press and hold the Wi-Fi button for 3 seconds. When you let go, presses a little button and you hear a little noise here, and I have heard the sound and connected to Bluetooth. It's now doing a remote connection with the dash camera itself.
Connected to a smartphone.
Okay, this is just loading up and doing the little handshake with the dash camera itself. It says whilst the vehicle was parked, there were 3 impacts and 21 motions. And that's because since we've been in here this morning, we've opened and shut doors, so it sees that as an impact. 21 motions means that it's seen the door open or the door shut or other stuff because we set it to motion detection. So if we go to live view, we can go to live view on the camera, and it again joins an internal Wi-Fi connection or pairing with the dash camera itself. Once it's then created the live view, you can go landscape. Okay, you're only going to see the shutter door this morning, but what you can see in front of you is what the dash camera is seeing. So if I was to move the dash camera up, you can see like so. You can see a bit more of the bonnet or less of the bonnet. And then you can go into the settings. This is all from your phone. And then you can go into settings. So in settings, you've got quite a few bits and pieces. So for instance, we've got safety cameras. We've got lots of driver warnings. You've got safety cameras and mobile zone alert. We've turned off the mobile zone alert and we've just kept on the safety cameras, which are your GPS based ones. We've told it that it's a truck or a bus rather than a car. And we've also disabled forward collision warning and low speed forward collision warning, and also front vehicle departure warning, because the customer can turn that on if they want to. But to me, I quite like a camera just to be recording, which is the whole point of it. We've set it up for Super Night Vision 2, continuous and parking. And we've turned off the voice recording, but we've also then turned on parking motion detection for the parking mode. So I won't go through all of those boring settings, but you can do what you want to do with these dash cameras, and they really are fantastic bits of kit.
Disconnected from a smartphone.
They also do a 4K model as well. It's just not as refined as this on the dashboard. So if you've got a vehicle where you've got blinds, habitation blinds, then you need to bear that in mind as well. So 2025 Hymer Grand Canyon into us for the premium triple audio system, sub amp, speakers, triple stage, sound deadening, but we've done so many of those videos, we didn't want to bore you to tears with those. Q850 front dash camera, and most importantly the 5G compact smart Wi-Fi at the back. So if you're interested in any of the products that we've spoken about today or have any questions, please do get in touch with us via the contact form on our website, which is the best way that we can get in and be able to help you as well. That's it. If you don't subscribe already, please do. YouTube channel is growing exponentially, and we've got some really good videos on there. Also, we've got social media, usual social media channels, so as well, check those out. And we'll catch up with you on the next video, which we're going to be filming this afternoon. So have a good day.